Hey guys, just wanted to let you know right off the bat that there was some audio issues with the actual battle portion of my video. So there will be no commentary during the battle, but there will be a pregame and a post-game sort of commentary-ish kind of thing. The battle will just be some copyright-free music playing throughout the battle. So sorry about that. We'll do better for the next one. What is up, guys? My name is Bryan. I am one of that Poké Duo, and I'm your coach of the Charlotte Beedrills draft team that floats like a Butterfree and stings like Beedrill. And today I am bringing you my Week 2 matchup against Coach Dunnakhiin and the Midland Marowaks. I am chilling right here in front of the Max lair for the Dynamax adventures because he's got some pretty powerful legends on his team that I have to account for. So let's go ahead and hop into Pokemon Camp just to get a very quick overview of what I'm bringing. So as you see here, we got some Pokemon that came from first week. We got Minchao, we got the Miltank, we got Blastoise, we got Thundurus, but we got two new Pokemon that are potentially making their debuts today. In the Galarian Articuno and the Aegislash. And speaking of debuts, this is Dunnakhiin's debut on this channel, so everyone be very friendly to him. He's a very spicy battler, kind of in the same vein as Lucian from last week, so it might be a hard one this time. Hoping for I'm hoping that we have a really good one. I'm hoping for three matches if I lose. So, you know, it'll be tough. But luckily, we are not actually playing at midnight. It's 9 a.m. So I think I'm a little more active. I'm a little more ready than I normally would be than a midnight battle. But, you know, that is what it is. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and introduce my opponent. Alright, so the team that the Midland Marowaks have at their disposal is the Landorus Incarnate, the Tangrowth, Milotic, Lopunny, Togedemaru, Orbeetle Gmax, the Thundurus Incarnate, Talonflame, Polteageist, Scrafty, and Tyrantrum. So with that team, there are already two legendaries right there that have to be accounted for right away in the Landorus Incarnate and the Thundurus. So normally you think Landorus, when you think of Landorus, you think of the Therian form with like the Intimidate and all that kind of stuff. But the Incarnate form is also really good too. It has the ability Sheer Force, which you can pair with the Life Orb, and it has a really good, a really better special set with its moves that get benefited from the Sheer Force and Life Orb, but also gets that Rock Slide there for low flinches. So you have to kind of think of a little bit of a mixed attacker there with the Incarnate. Thundurus Incarnate has both the Defiant and the Prankster ability, but in this matchup, I think if it's coming, the better would be that Prankster set. That Prankster set is one of the most famous Mons in VGC with that defensive Thundurus ran by Ray Rizzo when it was released in, I guess, in the Black and White era of the VGC. So it's got some really good moves in like Taunt and Eerie Impulse and all kinds of other shenanigans that really benefit from the Prankster, and especially when I don't have any main ways of proccing that Defiant through like Intimidate, stuff like that. That's just not on my team. So I think the Prankster Thundurus is going to be, if it's going to come, that's going to be the version that's going to come. So I told you that Dunnakhiin is really into spicy play. And in practice, my buddy Matrix came up with a pretty spicy weakness policy Orbeetle set paired with the likes of Milotic, Scrafty, both of the genies on his team, with some sweepers and like Tyrantrum and stuff like that. So it's a lot to think about, and I actually had quite a bit of trouble getting around it. I was like almost there. We didn't have a lot of time to prep this week, so I wouldn't say that I'm underprepared, but this is just if that is the team that Dunnakhiin comes with, we're going to have a little bit of an issue. We might just be happy getting a 1-2 loss, but you know, it is what it is. He's a really good battler. Right now, we're currently the second battle to take place in the Johto division, and he won his first matchup 2-0 with an 8-0 sweep with the Landorus. So I don't think he just banks in on the Landorus, but we do have some ways that we can counteract that Landorus. So without further ado, let's go ahead and give you a full breakdown of the team that I'm running. So the first up is my buddy Meanshao, running Focus Sash and Inner Focus as the ability, with the moves Feint, Close Combat, Fake Out, and Coaching. Next up is Miltank, this week running the Choice Scarf, Scrappy as the ability again, with the moves Rock Slide, Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, and Play Rough. G-Max Blastoise is coming back again, this time with the Expert Belt, Torrent as the ability with the moves Hydro Cannon, Dark Pulse, Blizzard, and Protect. Next up is Aegislash with the White Herb. Stance Change is its only ability, with King Shield, Head Smash, Shadow Claw, and Close Combat. Next up we got Thunderstarian rocking the Life Orb, with Volt Absorb as the ability, with the moves Taunt, Weather Ball, Thunderbolt, and Nasty Plot. And then finally is the Galarian Articuno running the Adrenaline Orb, competitive as its only ability, with the moves Tailwind, Shadow Ball, Ancient Power, and Air Slash. So, what we're looking at here is a potential Talonflame lead. So what I did to counter that is this Meanshao set right here. So, well, let's go ahead and put me back on the screen. There we go. Perfect. So when you think of the Talonflame, you think of the Gale Wings and Tailwind. So that's what I've got here. Feint having a priority before the Gale Wings Tailwind, and it even goes through that Quick Guard that Talonflame are known to run. So if the lead is Talonflame plus maybe one of the Genies, something like that, then we Feint into the Meanshao, and then we Rock Slide into the Talonflame, because we've got Miltank with enough speed with the Choice Scarf to outspeed the Talonflame by 1, and the rest is in its attack and its bulk. So there's not a lot of speed investment, but with that Choice Scarf, it is going to outspeed the Landorus. I mean, not Landorus, excuse me, the Talonflame. Well, it will outspeed Landorus. It'll outspeed the whole thing, but it helps. It'll outspeed the Talonflame. There is a possibility that if there's bulk invested into Talonflame, it could live a Feint plus Rock Slide. So we'll have to see. Maybe it runs Charty Berry to weaken Rock type attacks. That's a possibility. Hoping for just like a Focus Sash set or something like that. But we'll see what happens. Next up is with the Blastoise. It's got just a lot of stab for not really stab, but it's got a lot of coverage for a lot of their mons. His mons are his team's very Dark Weak. Blizzard can go into, well, as Max Hailstorms could go into both the Landorus and Thundurus, and then Hydro Cannon goes into mainly Landorus if I want that super effective but it's also good for the Talonflame as well, and then it will become the max Cannonade if I choose to max it, but I'm having a hard time finding time to max Blastoise, so I'm hoping just for really good damage with extra boosts on the super effective stuff. Aegislash also pairs really well with the Mean Shao, maybe in Game 2 or Game 3 if I need a secondary mode. King Shield goes, so coachings go through a King Shield, so I can do coaching, then King Shield, get a +1 in attack and defense, and then max from there to get some heavy damage or stay down for a later max. Thundurus is a really good switch in for the Prankster, the Prankster Thundurus, because one of the Prankster moves is the Thunder Wave, and unfortunately, King Shield does not stop Thunder Wave. It only stops damaging moves, which is stupid. But you know, it is what it is. We're good with it. But so if that lead is there, if I do lead like Mean Shao, Aegislash, and then they bring the Thundurus in, I have Thundurus Therian in the back, swap it with the Aegislash. If he targets into the Aegislash with the Thunder Wave, then that Thunder Wave does nothing, and it's basically a free switch in. It's really good. The Taunt Weather Ball. The Weather Ball is mainly for getting, if I can get a, well, it really helps with if I max either Miltank, Blastoise, or Aegislash, because they both have moves that set weather. We've got the Ice, we got the Blizzard right there. We've got Rock Slide and Ice Punch for that. And then we got Head Smash there. So that's a lot of ways to set weather. And it could potentially give me some super effective rock or super effective ice type move that normally is not in Thundurus's move pool. And then next up, finally, is Articuno. So Scrafty does have the Intimidate ability, and it will proc both the competitive and the Adrenaline Orb. Adrenaline Orb will raise my speed when I get intimidated, specifically when I get intimidated. Not when my attack drops, but just when I get intimidated. And then competitive will boost my stats anytime I get stat drop. So we've got Tailwind, Shadow Ball, Extra Power, Air Slash. If it is that really good, weakness policy, Orbeetle set, then a +2 max Airstream is enough to KO Orbeetle from max. Hopefully that's just the case for any kind of Orbeetle. Maybe a more especially defensive Orbeetle might be able to live it. We haven't fully played around with those calcs, but we'll see what happens when we get there. So yeah, also we added both Feint and Fake Out because I really only wanted to feint the Talonflame. If Talonflame's not there, there's no reason for me to feint unless I see they have a Protect, and that's like a tech I can use for Game 2 or Game 3. So anything else is fine. I'm fine with them like protecting to prevent the Fake Out flinch, because that's just one move coming my way instead of two. So yeah, that's how I see the match going. If it is the Gmax Orbeetle, I'm hoping for a 1-2. If not, I'm hoping we can get our first win of the season. So thanks for watching pregame, and I will go ahead and cut straight to the battle. Alright, so here I am with the post game. So, those were some really good battles with Dunnakhiin there. He did really well. That was definitely some spicy stuff. Luckily, that was what I was prepping against, so I had a little bit more of an idea of what was going on. The only thing I didn't see from there was the Togedemaru. I didn't prep against Togedemaru, so that was something I had to really think about playing around and all that kind of stuff. Luckily, I did have Mean Shout and Aegislash to get around the Togedemaru. But yeah, it was a good couple of battles. Articuno got to shine a little bit in that first battle. I probably should have either switched it out the turn it went down, or maybe, yeah, I definitely should have done that. Because I was hoping that the Hydro Cannon would be enough from the Blastoise, but it just wasn't. It's unfortunate. I had the... If it was Mystic Water, if I put Mystic Water on it, I think that would have been enough to KO. No, it was Sturdy, so it would have stayed anywhere, so no, no. That was just a good bring. Sturdy was a good bring. But, yeah, I think a lot of almost everything got a kill. I think Blastoise definitely didn't, and I don't remember off the top of my head if Thundurus did, but I'm not entirely sure. But I know for sure that Miltank, Articuno, Aegislash, and Mienshao got kills. So it's a good thing that a lot of Pokemon got kills. Game 2 was just a really funny one. Two really good things happened for me in that battle. Aegislash got a full 4-0 sweep there. And the Sandstorm that it set from the Rock Balls was the one that knocked out. So, you never... so, he's not getting, like, any kills in the battle report for that battle. So, it's really quite funny how many Pokemon of mine actually died to Rock Ball damage. But, yeah, it's... or at least some sort of chip damage. But, yeah, it was a pretty good time. But, well, and then Game 3, I just really had to play the slow game with the Togedemaru Scrafty lead. I knew that was a little more passive. He probably didn't want to max his Togedemaru. So just staying down there and getting the kills that I need before bringing in. And then obviously Miltank just had the coverage that I needed to get rid of the remaining mons. So yeah, that's it for week 2. And remember, no matter what you do in life, it is not legendary if your friends are not there to see it.